Good morning. It's such a beautiful day here today in Illinois. I thought I'd say hi outside and show you a couple spring flowers that are starting to come up. And you can kind of see them behind me there. And then I'm going to go inside, and I thought I'd do something different today and show you what has sold in the past month or so. So I'll give you a close-up of some of the flowers first. These are Scilla, and they are a beautiful blue flower that spreads throughout your grass. Yeah, we have some geraniums coming up. Of course, you know daffodils. Gorgeous, gorgeous little things. And I've got some, can't think of their name right now. Many other things popping up out of the ground. We have a large garden, so it'll be interesting for you to see these later when they all bloom. I'll give you a little tour. Okay, see you inside. Okay, so the first item that sold in March on eBay was a Native American style leather shield that hangs on the wall, and that sold for $35. Next item was a couple of Indian artifacts, as you can see here, an axe head and another axe head. And those two items sold for $110. And then a fish, a Tanala Mexican pottery angelfish, sold for $24.99. Next was a small blue koi fish bowl, and that sold for $32 plus shipping. These are all plus shipping. On March 7th, we sold a painting, and these are all on eBay, by the way. I will show you some sales from other sites too. We sold an etching, French art, walk on the water, framed piece of art. There you go. And I forgot to tell you what we purchased for, but we purchased for $2.99 and sold for $66.99. Then an unusual item, a Chinese colored porcelain Zodiac sake cups, a set of 12. Which we purchased for $8, sold for $59.99. Another arrowhead, and these arrowheads, by the way, are all from my husband's collection. A lot of them were found, and some of them he did pay for. It looks like he paid $141.50 for that. That can't be right. Anyway, he sold it for $145. Okay, next is a lot of 130 vintage spools. And those were free. We got them from my mother, I believe. And those sold for $37.50 plus shipping. Next, these were some spiral type candles, which I found a bunch at an estate sale one time. We sold almost all of them, and we he says $6. That might have been for a grouping. I think it was like for $1. And we sold them for $15.99. Whoops, sorry. Next, some Peterzelli wine goblets. There they are. And those purchased for $9.95 at Goodwill. Sold them for $102 in March. Next is some costume jewelry. Just a mix. 2 necklaces, 3 bracelets, and 1 pin. And those were my mother-in-law's. Sold them for $19.99. Next, we sold some mantle lusters. Beautiful mantle lusters. They used to go for a lot more. We paid, he says 20, I think it was 14, and we got $189.05 for those. Next is a little, I believe that's a tile. Oh no, it's a sand painting, Navajo sand painting. 3 yees signed. And there it is, and that $12 at an estate sale, and we got about 30 on that one. Next is some redware art pottery plate, and there that is. And got that for $1 at a garage sale, and that sold for $35.99. Next is a chrome candle holder, multi-candle holder, and we got for $3.99 and sold for $25 plus shipping. Next, another watercolor print by Tom Lynch. It's Chicago at Night. It's signed, matted, and framed. We purchased that for $3, and it's hard to see. Sold for $112.50 plus shipping. Next, these were some of our personal collections here. A Hudson Bay 3.5 point wool trade blanket that we sold, and that was $185 plus shipping. Another one out of my husband's personal collection, another arrowhead, a Thebes point, and we got $155 plus shipping for that. Teacup. Jason, bone china teacup from England. There it is, and that sold for $15 plus shipping. Next, a man's belt, braided with a brass buckle, paid $2.99 at Goodwill, sold for $53.99 plus shipping. And now we're getting into April. So if you bear with me, let's go to Etsy. And we don't sell very much on Etsy, but we sold a few things here. In March, we sold 2 Tajimi porcelain blue and white bowls from Japan, set of bowls, and those sold for $59.76 plus shipping. Okay, here we sold another a pink willow by Regal. It's a rectangular serving dish made in England. It's not a very good picture, but that was beautiful. $52.40. And this was the end of February. We sold a vintage woman's black leather cropped fringed moto biker jacket. That was from an estate sale, like vintage 70s. $130.98 plus shipping. Next, we'll go to Macari. Macari hasn't been very good for us, but we sold a few little items. Let's see if I can get them in here. Okay, we sold a tank top. Marvel tank top, Deadpool, $15. We sold a belt by Fossil, boho Moroccan belt. There she is, $50. And Phoenix Frontier leather jacket from the same estate sale as the other jacket, sold for $85 on Macari. Next, Poshmark. Okay. Once again, we don't sell that much on Poshmark. I think this was the latest sale. We sold a tiger stripe clutch purse, sold for $35. You might remember my Nude Lady Compote from the Valentine's Day video. That's Cambridge glass, and I purchased that for $1 at an estate sale, and it sold for $100. And you might remember this Natori woman's pajamas, size small, and I paid $4 for those, and those sold for $39. We also sold in March a Halloween pumpkin decor lantern. There it is, and that sold for $15. I think we purchased those for about $3. Then we sold a lion face art pottery ceramic bowl from Italy. There he is, and he sold for $29. Oh, you might remember my PackSafe woman's laptop top backpack, anti-theft. And I can't remember what I paid. I think it was maybe like $9 at Goodwill. Anyway, sold it $110 on Poshmark. And one last item, a vintage Black Mountain Buffalo plaid jacket, a woman's, and that had some horses on it and plaid. And I bought a bunch of these jackets at an estate sale, different types, for $5 a piece, and this sold for $45. And I think that was the cheapest one that sold, which I thought would have been the most expensive. Okay, we also sell on a site called Cherish. I don't know if any of you have heard of that site, but we don't sell very many items on here. This is more of a designer site, and we put things on here that are more expensive usually. Anyway, we've sold 3 items so far. One back in October, and that was a box, 20th century Chinese hand-painted floral wood box. That sold for, where's the price here? $165 plus shipping. February, we sold an umbrella stand, 1950s Chinese Republic era umbrella stand, and that sold for $250 plus shipping. And just recently, April 3rd, we sold a 1970s bento lunchbox. And there she is. It's a little trolley for sushi. And that sold for $74. And on Facebook, whoops, we also sold something today, or this week rather, which was a Enoch Wedgwood Woodland 2-tiered blue and white serving tray right there. And that sold for $50, paid $4 at a garage sale. So there you have it. Those were my sales. And I hope you enjoyed that. And we'll see you next week.